Hey guys, Jacob with Jacob Comics. Alright, I think you guys know what time of the week it is, right? It's time for the Undervalued Key Show! Alright, so let's get on into it. Now, as always, I got a package in the mail, and we are gonna open that up and see what's inside. It's actually a personal grail of mine, and I'm really excited to add this book to my collection. And so yeah, let's get opening the undervalued key of the week. And as usual, as I'm starting to open it here, we will, or I will, I should say, kind of talk about some tips and stuff that I have for the week, and maybe like I had said, there was going to be some good prices this summer, and how I found a really good way, guys, to pick up some of your key grails at a really good price. All right, and now just like last 2 weeks, this is gonna be a two-part episode because I used the bundling trick again, and yeah, so that's a really good thing for you guys. Is a really good tip for you guys, I should say, is that if you ever see a seller that has two books that you're interested in, you know what I'm saying? Uh, so like one book you really want, and maybe another book you're like, yeah, that's cool. I'm interested in that. It's always kind of smart to bundle, especially if you're getting a good price, because you're gonna save yourself on the shipping costs in the long run. If to send both the books to your house. Uh, one of these books is 15. So yeah, it's a great way to save on the shipping there, save on the overall cost and everything. Now, another thing that I kind of wanted to point out in this two-part undervalued keys show. Sorry, just getting this tape off here. And so the other thing that I wanted to point out in this two-part undervalued keys show is that sometimes guys, listen here, hear me out. eBay is not always the best way to go on it. So it's great to kind of get like a pricing guide or that kind of. You guys know what I'm saying? It's great to get a pricing guide and maybe kind of get a general idea of how the market feels on a book from eBay. But hey, guys, I found another way to buy books that is actually a lot more reasonable, and you can generally find them for a much more discounted rate. And so I'm not trying to promote myself at all here. Yeah, because I'm on IG, and I do IG live sales sometimes. After finding this out, I was like, oh, that's really fun. And yeah, I've met a lot of really cool people. It's been a blast. And maybe there's some upcoming content for the channel as well from that. Possibly some, having some other people guest on the channel. And so, yeah, it's just been a blast. You guys should come check me out. And, we just hang out, talk comics sometimes. And other times, showing different books that we're selling and such. And yeah, come hang out with us. Just check me out. The link, it's not a link, but like the name of my IG is below. So it's Jacob_comic. So the same thing without an S on the end. I'm sorry, I see the book. So I'm gonna try to hide the other book so we don't give the next week's key away. I'm sorry, guys. I didn't think it was gonna make me emotional. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So just to point out here, we do have the 400 subscriber giveaway. And yeah, when we hit 400 subscribers, we're going to be giving away the Symbiote Spider-Man #1 symbiotes. Wow. Okay. And yeah, all you guys have to do is like the video, comment, and subscribe down below, and that's gonna enter you to win the book there. Um, and I think it's a cool book. You got Venom there, eating Spider-Man cereal. And yeah, just like, comment, and subscribe. And when we hit 400 subscribers, we'll be giving the book away. And I'm sorry I got a little emotional, but this is a personal grail of mine, and it's not like a really crazy big book, but just okay. Take a deep breath. So the undervalued key of the week is Uncanny X-Men 266, and it's the first full appearance of Gambit with this really amazing cover. We've got Gambit on the cover here with Storm, and it's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just one of those classic, iconic covers. You know what I mean, guys? And I'm so happy to own it. I got it in a 9.4 white pages, and yep, it's an awesome book. I love it. I don't know. I think if you don't know who Gambit is, basically he first appeared in 1990 in in Uncanny X-Men here. Sometimes argued, sometimes that people say that it's possible he first appeared in the X-Men Annual first. I believe it's X-Men Annual 14. Um, Either or, this is the one that the markets kind of decided he appeared in first, and he's there on the cover of this one, and he's not on the cover of the other book. So this is kind of the book that the markets gravitated towards. It's a book I always saw on the wall as a kid, and always wanted. You know what I'm saying? But it's always been an expensive book. Always been an expensive book, at least to me. Some of you guys might be like, that's not that expensive of a book, but to me, it's such a big book. It's such a key, big, huge book to me. Um, he's such a cool character. You know, he uh, he influenced a lot of our generation with in the X-Men cartoon. He probably was maybe one of the most popular characters next to Wolverine, and yeah, I've always loved Gambit. I definitely felt like the Fox franchise totally did him wrong, and I think that's another reason that I'm maybe got a little emotional. Is I didn't know if I would be able to get this book um, before the MCU reveals their X-Men team for their upcoming X-Men movie. Whenever that will be, but I don't think it's going to be much more than a year or two away before we at least get a reveal of what the team is. Um, and I really do believe he's going to be on the team, like, wholeheartedly, especially because the Fox franchise misused and mishandled him, and he's the second coolest character on the X-Men, guys. Like, that's he's another huge candidate for the lead-in character to the to the team. Like, he's another one of those. He could be the viewpoint character that we all see the X-Men through. He's totally identifiable. um and he's a comedian. He's everybody's favorite Cajun. I How are they gonna get somebody to do that Cajun accent? Because it's not easy. So hey, I hope they find somebody good. But man, I'm yep. It's an awesome book. All right, so that's why I think it's the undervalued key of the week, guys. And yeah, let's go into some of the numbers and stuff like that. All right, so in all grades, total in all grades, and probably by the time you guys see this, I'm filming it a day before I drop it, the video. So I'm gonna say probably by then it'll be at 20,000 copies in all grades. Right now, as of filming, there are 19,995 copies in all grades. So there are a lot of copies of this book on the census. It's one of those that gets submitted when people find it because it's an amazing book. And there are amazingly, guys, 15, 15 of them 9.9s on the census. Yep, that's pretty cool. No 10s, but there are 15 9.9s out there. And in a 9.8, there are 3,755. In a 9.6, there are 5,594. And in a 9.4, which is what I got, there are 3,638. So there's a lot of copies of this book, but I mean, a lot of people like this character, and so that's held the values pretty high. And as we dive more into the numbers, you guys are gonna see that it definitely has. So in a raw, um, kind of dependent upon the grade, you can see anywhere from 140 to 250 uh, for a raw copy of this book. So it's quite expensive in raw. Um, you would hope that if you spent 250 on a raw, that it was definitely a 9.6 or 9.8. You would hope, but yeah, or at least a 9.4. With submission costs and everything. But yeah, so it's an expensive book as far as a raw. I almost want to say, with so many copies on census already, there's probably not too many left out there that can be slabbed. And there probably is. There probably definitely is. Which the once I tell you guys the story on this book as well, um, it was actually recently slabbed and graded. I want to say 3 weeks ago or so, 4 weeks ago. So it was just recently graded. The seller that I bought it from, I met on IG, and so yeah, and we'll once we get into the numbers, you'll see why. Yeah, guys, check out IG live sales. They're not a bad place. You know what I mean? Know your prices and know, what I'm saying? Know when you're getting a good deal and when you're not. But hey, if you're getting a good deal, a better deal than you can find anywhere else, it's a really good place. Anyways, so in a 9.8, right now on eBay, there are buy it nows of $900. So that's what you can get on eBay right now. There are, as always, auctions running, and they might end lower than that 900. In the low in the last 2 months in a 9.8 was $750. So somebody, and this is all shipping included plus tax, right? So the low is $750, and the high was $911. And in a 9.6, there's a buy it now on eBay for $380. And in the last 2 months, there is a low of 312 and a high of 441. So the 9.6 kind of has a giant fluctuation. As you see, there are big number gaps, and sometimes this book falls between the cracks because there are so many copies. So yeah, that's, if you're looking for this one, it's probably a good summer to do so. I definitely think so. And in a 9.4, which is what I got, there are currently buy it nows for 313. On eBay, a low of $265 and a high of 315. And I wanted to say here, and I'm gonna put his link down below. The link actually to the video that I got that he unboxes this book from CGC. And yeah, check him out. I really appreciate that he sold me these books at such a reasonable price, and it that allowed me to be able to get them, you know. And so I got a super cool guy, and yeah, the link down below, and it's for Who Dat Comics, and yeah, go check Who Dat Comics out. He give him a sub. He hooked me up with a super sweet deal. Um, like I said, the low on eBay in the last 2 months was 265, and Who Dat, the awesomest guy that he is, he sold me my Uncanny X-Men 266 first full appearance of Gambit for $250, which isn't, it's not crazy that much lower than the 265, but hey, that's, another $15 savings. And because I got this book here for the $250 plus shipping included, I was able to bundle next week's book, which we'll see in next Friday, on next week's Undervalued Keys show. You'll see what else I picked up from Who Dat Comics, and yeah, what the next week's Undervalued Key is. So this week's Undervalued Key is the Uncanny X-Men 266, the first full appearance of Gambit. And yeah, guys, remember, if you like this kind of content, um, click the like button, uh, leave a comment down below. It'll enter you to win the Symbiote Spider-Man #1 Symbiotes store exclusive variant cover. And yeah, check me out on IG at Jacob_comic. And if you want to help support the channel, click the link below and shop on my eBay store, and I'll send you some comic books. Alright, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day.